Okay, for now we will look at problem statement question 1A in compound interest. Miss Rafana invested 75,000 ringgit in platform Y and 25,000 ringgit in platform Z for duration of 15 years and 10 years respectively. Platform Y offered an interest rate of 3.15% compounded biannually and platform Z offered 2.05% compounded every 2 months. As for this question, we're gonna use the future value formula. So platform Y was compounded biannually, it means it was compounded twice in a year. For platform Z, it was compounded every 2 months, it means it was compounded 6 times in a year. After we gathered information from problem statement, we're gonna put that information in the future value formula. So the final amount accumulated from platform Y is 119,857 ringgit 77 cent. For platform Z, the total amount accumulated is 30,677 ringgit 41 cent. So the question wanted us to total the amount accumulated from both platform. So we just gonna add the platform Y and platform Z final amount. So that is the answer for the total amount accumulated from both investment. So the answer is 150,535 ringgit 18 cent.
1B, it says after 84 months, both platforms changed the interest rate to recalculated each investment in 2 stages, the amount earned before the rate change and the amount earned after the rate change. For platform Y, the money grew in the first stage and continued to grow even more when the new rate started. Platform Z also increased during the first stage and continued growing once the new rate was applied. When we combine the final amount from both platforms, the total money earned at the end of the whole investment period is 151,738 ringgit and 77 cents.
Next, we will move to the next question on how to find the total interest earned from both banks. We will use the same formula, the total interest to find both banks, which is platform Y and platform Z. The formula that we are going to use, total interest is I equal to S minus P. I stand for amount of interest earned or charged, S stand for future value, and P stand for present value or original principal. So after you read the question, we will solve the question. So based on the problem statement, include all the information we need. So all the information we will put on into the formula and solve and total it up. So the total answer from platform Y plus platform Z, then we will get the answer, which is 51,738 ringgit 49 cents. Next, we will move on to the question 2. Siti Nurhaliza needs RM 100,000 ringgit as business capital to open a new kiosk in a shopping mall. She borrows 100,000 ringgit from Bank KK at 4.2% interest compound monthly. She intends to settle the loan with Bank KK, making 108 monthly repayments. At the same time, she also invests in a mutual fund, depositing 500 every 6 months at a dividend rate of 9% compound semi-annually. Next, the question is, find the value of the monthly repayment. So, after we read the question, we will move on to how to solve this question. For this question, we will use formula present value, which is A equal to R in bracket 1 minus 1 plus I minus N. The formula is A equal to R in bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus I in bracket minus N over I in bracket. So, to continue, based on the problem statement, we include all the information that given and we put on the information into the formula and solve it. Then we will get the answer.
Now, the question is asking us to calculate the. Moving on to this next question, which asks us to calculate the interest charge on the late payment. But before we could calculate that, we first have to find the future value. The future value is also the sixth payment that settles all of the arrears. And to do so, we will be using the future value formula. We then place in all the information that we have derived from the previous questions and from the question of itself. We will then get the answer for the future value, that is 6,739 ringgit and 91 cents. We will then use that future value answer and place it into the formula for the interest charge for late payment and place in the other values into the formula. We will then calculate it and we will have our final answer, that is 58 ringgit and 73 cents.
So, question T1 is the single payment required to settle the loans after 7 years is equivalent to the outstanding balance of the loan. This is calculated as the present value, which is A of the remaining payment. So the formula that we are going to use is present value of annuity, where R is a periodic payment, K divided by M is periodic interest rate, K is a loan term, while M is compounded monthly. M multiplied by T is number of payment. T is the term of the loan. So R is the monthly repayment amount Siti Nurhalizam make to Bank KK. This value must first be determined by solving questions 2A. After solving questions 2A, we got the answer of 1,113 and 53 cents. Next is K equals to 0.042 and compounded monthly, which is M, equals to 12. T, the term of the loan, is 2. So after we simplify all the answer in the bracket, we got the answer of 80,918 and 91 cents. Next question is D2. The amount she can withdraw is the accumulated value of her investment after 7 years. The investment involved depositing Rm 5,000 every 6 months, which constitutes an annuity. The formula that we are going to use is future value of annuity, where R is a periodic payment, K divided by M is a periodic interest rate, and multiplied by T is number of payment. So R is a 5,000, which is the amount deposit every 6 months. K divided by M is 0.09 divided by 2. So M multiplied by T is 2 times 4, which equals to 14. After we simplify all the answer we just got, the ends of the answer, so the result S will be the total amount she can withdraw from the multi fund, which is 94,660 and 55 cents. Final questions, which is D3, is the total dividends earned is calculated by subtracting the total actual amount deposited into the fund from the final accumulated value. The formula that we are going to use is interest earned. S is the accumulated value, and time R is total amount deposit. So just take out the answer from the previous questions. S equals to 94,660 and 55 cents minus 14 times 5,000. By solving the N multiplied by R, we got the answer of 70,000. So 94,660 and 55 cents minus 70,000 equals to 24,660 and 55 cents.